G'day guys, we're back with one of Nathan Bell's excellent commentary videos about culture, art and politics, and we want you to smash that like and subscribe button and give the video a share if it's something you're interested in. And today Nate wants to talk to us about the welfare state or welfare in general.
Yeah, well, so many people are so against welfare. I suppose the idea is my view is the government's responsibility to make sure that people live quality lives. And I want to live in a world where everyone lives a quality life. So that's why I stand for universal income and a good high universal income as well. Because the way I see it, we should have we do want to live in a welfare state because it's a better world for everyone. It's a safer world. Welfare removes crimes of desperation. So welfare lowers the crime rate because a lot of crimes are crimes of desperation. People need money. They need to steal, or they become so stressed out from their terrible lives that they attack people. It's desperation. So when you give people enough money so that their basic needs are met, they don't have the need to go out and steal. It's like America, they don't have adequate welfare in America, so there's so much organised crime there because guys have no other way to survive other than getting involved in crime. So welfare lowers crime rates, and I also think it's right, that everyone should have their basic needs met. We should have housing for all, we should have universal income for all, we should have free healthcare and free education. Now, outside of that, I don't have a problem with there being billionaires. I disagree with a lot of my socialist mates because I don't have a problem with there being billionaires. I'm happy as long as there is universal income, universal healthcare, universal education, and universal housing. Then we can have billionaires. And what I say is, everyone who works is expected to pay tax to further the community. The idea of paying taxes is that we're all obligated to chip in so there's enough money in the pool of money so that we can do things for our society. So why can't the super billionaires pay significantly more tax so that we can have universal income? I don't mind them having billions of dollars, and even if if all the billionaires got together and paid enough tax that we could have all these things universal, they would still be super billionaires, and they would still have more than enough money to do everything they could ever want and to live their wildest dream lives, and they could easily afford to pay this money so that we can have universal income, so we should have universal income. I don't think absolute equal redistribution of wealth works because I don't think that economy works. I think it collapses. So we can still have super profits and we can still have people making billions of dollars as long as we have the universal healthcare, the universal education, the universal housing and the universal income. Why shouldn't we have good social services? Why can't the government give people programs that help them achieve? I'm involved with reliability through the NDIS, and it's a social service, it's a social enterprise, it's a private business, but it's drawing on money coming from the government. And reliability helped me to establish my creative business, and when I succeed in a few years, if I get very rich like I plan to, I'll be able to say it was that government service, that social service that supported me to achieve wealth and success, and then I'll be paying tax back into the tax pool, so you'll no longer be able to say that I'm a welfare recipient and a drain on society. The state should invest in people. I really like the new enterprise incentive scheme, which is for people on the Centrelink who want to start businesses. I want to get on the NEIS program. The NEIS program is a program where we take people who are on Centrelink payments, who have motivation and who want to start businesses, and the government through the NEIS program supports them to establish their businesses so that they can then go on to become earners and pay tax into the pool of tax. That's how it works. But so many Australians just don't want to give to anyone. There's such a culture of selfishness in this country. Why can't we give to people? Nobody wants to share. I'm all about sharing. We can have a free market and people can earn billions of dollars, but share the money around. Tax the rich more and share it around so that nobody lives in poverty. We shouldn't have any poverty in this country. There is so much money and wealth in this country. We shouldn't have anyone living in poverty. So pay universal income to everyone. It's a better, safer society. It's a more functional society. And what I believe is, I don't believe that just because you give people welfare they will be lazy. I believe you give people universal income because people are motivated and people want to do things, and you see all these rich people, these filthy rich people who've got millions of dollars, they don't need to work anymore. They've earned enough money, they could live for the rest of their life, and they still get out and do stuff, because people want to do things. I don't believe that people are lazy. I believe if everyone had housing and everyone had healthcare and education and universal income, most people would still be very productive. There are lazy people out there, and lazy people are always going to be lazy, but most people don't want to sit around the house doing nothing all day. They want to get out and be productive, so give them universal income so that they have financial security, and then from on the top of that, they can go further and further themselves. We want everyone to have financial security so nobody is desperate. We don't want desperate people in the street. Desperate people are dangerous. Desperate people are bad for the community. We want to support people so we don't have all this desperation in the community, because desperation leads to violence and crime. So we want to give people financial security so that they can live in comfort, and then we won't have any of these crimes of desperation. So, but Australians don't want to share, and it's all this, you've got to earn your money. Why do you have to earn your money? There's enough money out there that we can share the money around so that everyone can live well. I want people to live well. All my life, I've wanted the best for others. I've wanted others to live good lives and to live well. But what I've come to realize is most people don't seem to care about the welfare of others. The reason we don't have universal income in this country and in many other countries is because people just want to adopt this mentality of I'm in it for myself, and I'm only going to look after myself and I'm not going to help anyone else. It's not a community orientated mentality, it's an individualist mentality. I'm an individualist as well, but my individualism is about self-expression and exploring unique ideas and being, it's not this individualism which is about I earn my own money and I'm not going to share it with anyone. Why can't we share our money around? But people aren't giving, and that's the culture in Australia. People aren't giving, they don't want to share. And when we can get over this mentality of being selfish and everybody absolutely having to provide for themselves and nobody can share or give to the community, when we get over this mentality, we will bring in more social services and universal income in the next century, and we will move into a glorious new age where everyone lives comfortably. There will be less violence, there will be less trauma in the world, there will be less suffering. There will still be super billionaires and they can still earn their super billions of dollars, but they can give some of that money so that the rest of us can live at least comfortable lives where we have our basic needs met. So I absolutely support the welfare state. I want to see more social services and I want to see more welfare paid to people in Australia, and that's certainly my platform were I ever to go into politics, would be to be taxing the super rich significantly more, and they can put up with it, and paying everyone universal income and having everyone's basic needs met, because it should be that way. It's a better world, and that's a caring world, that's a compassionate world where we share so that we don't have people suffering in the world. I want to end suffering. Seems most people just want to, they just want to go to the pub. They don't care about what's happening to anyone else. My agenda is to end suffering. I care about other people, so I'm not going to apologise for caring about other people. I think all these other Australians who don't support welfare need to apologise for being so self-centred and so selfish and not wanting to, and being satisfied that there are people starving in our country when we have so much money. It's disgusting. The money should be shared around more. But like I said, we can still have super billionaires. So anyway, there's some of my thoughts on welfare. I definitely support the welfare state. So remember guys, drop a comment in the comment section and let me know what you think.